Standing at the back of the mat, inhaling, taking the arms out and up, exhaling, swan diving down, softening the knees, and then walk your hands forward and find your down dog again. And just breathe into this down dog. And gently drop the knees, tops of the feet flat on the floor, bottom down onto the heels, forehead on the floor, resting in child, and then very gently coming up, taking the feet out in front of you. Take the left sole of the foot alongside the right inner thigh, and inhale, lift up the arms, straighten the chest, and as you exhale, fold down over that right leg. You might want to use a belt, you might want to prop a block under your bottom so that you can really feel that hinging forward of the pelvis, so the pubic bone can really reach down towards the floor. So you can hinge forward before you roll down. Inhaling, stretch out and up, look up, and exhaling, taking the arms out and down. Now you're going to bend that left leg, take the left sitting bone back a little bit and the right sitting bone forward, and twist to the left, taking the left shoulder back and down, moving the rib cage to the left, pressing the right foot forward. Don't overstretch the neck. Come back, move the sitting bones so they're centered, and bring the sole of the right foot against the left inner thigh. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, hinge forward first, and then you can curl down as much as you feel comfortable to. Taking some deep breaths, rolling the pubic bone forward. And again, having a lift under the bottom can really help here to really feel that curling forward of the pelvis. Reaching out over the toes, inhaling, coming up, stretching and looking up. Exhaling, taking the hands out and down. And then bending that right leg, bringing the right sitting bone back, the left sitting bone forward. You're going to twist to the right. And take the right shoulder back and down. Keep both shoulders back and down. Keep pressing the left foot forward. Spine is vertical, and the twist comes mainly in the chest. So we're trying to turn the chest all the way to the side. Don't overstretch the neck. And then coming back to the front, centering the sitting bones once again. And then bending the knees, pressing the feet into the floor. You're going to roll down onto the floor. And you can stretch the feet up towards the sky, maybe taking hold of the toes or having a belt over the soles of the feet, the balls of the feet, really, not the arches, if your arms aren't long enough. Take hold of the toes. So we try to keep the bottom on the floor. So this is a really nice forward bend where the back doesn't have to go into flexion. We're just encouraging length in the backs of the legs and folding in the hips. There's no need to overstretch. This can be quite intense anyway. Sometimes it's enough to just press the soles of the feet up to the sky, which means they'll be a long way away from your hands. So that's where a belt really comes in handy. And then resting in Shavasana. Taking the legs out long, if that's okay with your lower back. Turning the feet out to the sides. If that's not comfortable, you can bend the knees. Place a bolster under the knees. You might have the inner knees touching each other or falling into a block. Shoulder blades wriggled away from the ears, shoulders away from the ears, arms outwardly rotated so the collarbones can open, so the palms of the hands are turning up You can take them off the mat, so there's lots of space, feeling of space and openness in the front body. And then that feeling of being held by the earth, by the yoga mat. The feeling that you're sinking your weight into the floor. So as you inhale, you can concentrate on the front body and how open and free it is. And as the belly and rib cage expands, that feeling that you're as light as a feather and about to float away from your mat. And as you exhale, you can bring your awareness on the back of the body and how held and nurtured it is. Stay for as long as you have time to stay. And when you're ready, gently coming up by wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling the arms and legs, moving the face, rolling the head, stretching the body, having a yawn, rolling onto one side, and coming up gently when you're ready.